Scottie Maurice Pippen was born in Hamburg, Arkansas on September 25, 1965, to Preston and Ethel Pippen. Scottie Pippen was the 12th and last of a family of 12. Scottie Pippen's life hasn't been easy, even with all the success and praise he got during and after his career. During Scottie's first year at Hamburg High School, his father had a stroke that put him in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. This was a big blow to him and his family. After the stroke, money was tight for the family, and they couldn't send any of their kids to college. Scottie's only chance of going to college seemed to be on an athletic scholarship, so he put everything he had into sports. Not long after his father had a stroke, Pippen's older brother Ronnie had an accident that left him in a wheelchair as well. He was in high school at the time. Career. Scottie led his high school team to the regional tournament, but no colleges were interested in him. His high school coach asked a friend, the basketball coach at the University of Central Arkansas in Conway, Don Dyer, for a favor. Dyer offered Pippen a basic education opportunity grant, and Pippen joined the NAIA team. Scottie was on paper as the team's manager, but he says he didn't do much of that. Scottie Pippen was a student at Central Arkansas and a member of the basketball team, but he did not start for the team. Pippen took advantage of the open spots on the team after several players left. In his second year, Pippen became the best player on the team. He averaged 18.5 points and 9.2 rebounds per game. In the next 2 years, both his numbers and his height kept going up. Finally, Scottie was draft eligible, and on draft night, the Chicago Bulls traded with the Seattle Supersonics to get Pippen because they thought he was a good player. The Bulls coach, Doug Collins, decided to use him as a backup small forward after Brad Sellers, who was the team's starting small forward. Scottie averaged 7.9 points per game during his first season. He was better at passing and handling the ball than many of the point guards in the league. His quickness and ability to jump quickly made people think of Michael Jordan. He got to where he was as a good rebounder and a great defender. He showed that with more practice, he could be one of the best players in the league and helped Jordan by taking some of the load off. Phil Jackson took over as coach of the Bulls for the 1989-1990 season. He quickly thought of a way to score that would make use of Scottie and Jordan's unusual skills. Scottie became a star and helped the Bulls become one of the best teams in the NBA. Scottie had become, and arguably still is, one of the best two-way players the NBA has ever seen. He was a big part of the Bulls' 6 NBA titles. At the Barcelona Olympics in 1992, he helped the U.S. Dream Team win a gold medal. After Jordan left the team in 1994, Scottie took over as team captain and had his best season ever. He won Most Valuable Player at the All-Star Game. He ended up on 10 All-Defensive teams, 7 All-Star teams, and 3 All-NBA First teams. He was also put on the team for the 75th anniversary. Certainly, a job well done. Pippen played for the Rockets for 1 year and the Trailblazers for 4 years. He then signed a 1-year deal with the Bulls to come full circle and end his career. Now we know a little bit about how Pippen played basketball. Let's talk about how Pippen made all his money. Contract. While he played in Chicago, Pippen got the short end of the stick. He ended up agreeing to a 7-year deal worth about $18 million. During Chicago's last championship season, Pippen was the 6th highest paid player for the Bulls and the 122nd highest paid NBA player. From what we know now, it seems like he should have been paid more. In 1998, Pippen was sent to the Houston Rockets after 11 successful years with Chicago. His salary with the Rockets was $11 million, which was almost 4 times what he made with the Bulls. In 1999, Pippen signed a 4-year, $66 million contract with the Portland Trailblazers. In July 2003, Pippen came full circle in his NBA career when he signed a 2-year, $10 million contract with the Bulls. Talk about being an absolute baller. Endorsements. Pippen has caught the attention of a number of big-name brands. Scottie's first few NBA seasons, he wore Avia shoes. Like Mike, he eventually switched to Nike. He would go on to make several signature shoes for Nike, the most famous of which was the Pippen 1 in 1997. I can still remember how cool and futuristic these looked. He was also paid by Right Guard, Ameritech Cellular TV, Frito-Lay, Visa, McDonald's, and Coca-Cola to promote their products. Books. Over the years, Scottie has written a few books. In 1997, he wrote a book called Reach Higher. Years later, he wrote another book called Unguarded, in which he talks openly about his life, the Bulls run, Michael Jordan, and other things. Scottie Pippen has done a good job of making sure he has multiple ways to make money. Pippen still makes a lot of money, even though he's retired, so let's see how he spends it. Mansion. Pippen bought this house in Chicago, which he calls kind of a vacation house, for $2.2 million in 2004. The interior is very man cave-like, with glass sculptures of boats, frilly drapes and chandeliers, bowls of fake fruit, a life-size fake tiger, and a mini arcade. The house also has a personalized indoor basketball court, a hot tub, golf putting greens, and a golf simulator. Cars. Being an NBA star gives you access to luxuries that most people would kill for. Pippen has good taste in cars and has a few of them in his driveway: a 911 Porsche Turbo Cabriolet, Mercedes-Benz G-Class, and a Ferrari F458. Even though the Ferrari F458 may have just been his wife or ex-wife posing by a red Ferrari, we're pretty sure this one is in Scottie Pippen's collection. Talk about cruising in style, baby. Wrist game. I assume you saw the legendary documentary The Last Dance? When the cameras turn to Scottie, look at his wrists. My man Pippen wears one of the most beautiful watches, a Roger Dubuis Double Tourbillon white gold version. The model is limited to 88 pieces and costs around $306,000. He has also been seen with a blinged out Hublot Power in king gold with his own face on it. This one costs about $70,000. Charity. Scottie Pippen won the hearts of fans not only with his great play on the court, but also with his generosity to people and the community as a whole. The Chicago Bulls legend spent a day at Wintrust Arena, participating in a basketball camp and gear giveaway organized by the Dick's Sporting Goods Foundation's Sports Matter program. Chicago kids got free basketball equipment and took part in basketball activities at the one-day event. Pippen says he likes giving opportunities to Chicago kids because he wants them to stay active in their sports and ultimately stay out of trouble. Love life. Scottie Pippen has been linked to many women over the years, and he's been married twice. His first wife was Karen McCollum, to whom he was married from 1988 to 1990. They had a son, Antron, who later died in April 2021. Sonia Roby and Scottie never got married, but they have a daughter together, Taylor Pippen, whose twin brother Tyler died just 9 days after he was born. Before they broke up in the spring of 1995, Yvette De Leon was engaged to Scottie. They have a daughter together, Sierra Pippen, who was born in February 1995. Scottie's longest relationship was with Larsa Yunnan Pippen, whom he married in 1997. She was on The Real Housewives of Miami and has her own high-end jewelry line called Larsa Marie. They have 4 children together: Scottie Jr., Preston, Justin, and Sophia. In 2016, Scottie filed for divorce, but the couple reconciled in early 2017 according to People magazine. But in 2018, they split again. They did finalize their divorce in 2022. Net worth. Now you can finally find out how much Scottie Pippen is worth. With everything going on in his life, Pippen has a net worth of $30 million. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Please consider dropping a like and subscribe to the channel for more celebrity and basketball content.